Hmm. Am I alive? Am I, I don't know if I'm alive. Am I alive? Sorry. Uh, Today, people, I'm going to talk about relationships. Hopefully, it won't be the relationship show that you have heard before. I don't know if I like that wait till one person says, "I can hear you, Chuck. I can hear you." You know, I feel like NWA. We want easy. I need to hear that. Anyway, a lot of people talk about relationships, but I'm always curious as to who taught you to be in a relationship? What was your model? What paradigm are you following to be in this coupleship, this partnership, boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage, friends with benefits, whatever the term? I don't know how you guys see these relationship things that people tend to use. I'm always curious as what other people think. What do you think? What are you thinking? What does a relationship look like to you? Well, I'll tell you about me. I can't talk about other people. Hold on. What is it? Yeah, then now I can see. Okay. I don't know what a relationship looks like to you. I don't know what you want from a relationship. I don't know how you see the dynamic. I don't know. But for me, um, to be with a woman, it should be peaceful. It should be Zen happiness. I'm different than most people because I'm not trying to I don't want to control people. I don't want to control you. I don't want you to stop doing anything that you want to do. Do you. Be you. Be the best person that you can be. Join the army. But I think a lot of people do not understand relationships. They don't have a good model to follow. So there are so many dysfunctional, horrible relationships that don't come to fruition. And I'm a man. I'm always biased. I'm a man. So I'm always seeing it from the man's perspective. A lot of women, because I've let me say this. I want all the women. I do. However, society says there can only be one. You must choose one, and most people are going to follow their social programming. So, if you want me just to choose you because that's what you want, do you even know how to be the person that is chosen? You know what they say in the Mac. The bee chose me. I said, the bitch chose me. They said that. So a lot of people, be it men or women, you want relationships, but you have never been taught how to be in one. You only relationships you have seen are from TV shows, whatever. I Love Lucy, Cosby Show, Roseanne, The War of the Roses. What should a relationship look like? How should it be? Should your boyfriend, husband slash lover, friend, should it be your best friend, or are you supposed to follow your society defined role? The man is supposed to pay for the dates and the woman is supposed to cook you a meal. Is that how a relationship should be? Should I just want to know. I always want to know what other people think. I always want to hear other people's perspective because I tell you the truth. No one taught me how to be a relationship. Nobody taught me how to be a husband. I wasn't taught. I wasn't taught how to be a boyfriend. My parents didn't say, "Come over, son. Let's have this talk. Let's talk and let me teach you how to be good to women." Nobody. I mean, truthfully, I wish somebody would have taught me. This is what you do. This is how much you spend on your first date. You don't take. Matter of fact, you talked to her on the phone for a while. Nobody taught me about courting. I don't know the difference between dating and I don't know the difference. I don't know what everybody's ultimate goal. What are you trying to achieve when you connect with other people? That's what I want to know. I don't know. And I want to know from other people who was your role model? Was it your friends and that you thought was so happy and they were married for 20 years and they get divorced? It was horrible. It was domestic violence. He was emotionally abusing me. Sometimes I find things to be crazy because just talking to somebody or explaining things to people can to them feel like emotional abuse because I'm not getting into that. I can say, hey honey, if I have a honey, come give me a kiss. You're always trying to tell me what to do. What? Listen, what am I supposed to tell you? That's what. So I want to hear if anybody ever wants to chat with me in the chats or hop on and have a discussion. I will post a link. I think I will, but let me get into this for a while. I will say that I think most people are not taught how to be husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is. Most people don't even have these. They don't put parameters in place for what they really want their uh, coupleship, court, whatever type of ship they have. They don't have any rules on it. So, or they say one thing, then they do another. Like for most men want to connect with most women from primal nature. We desire you, we lust you. And most men wish that women lusted them like men lust women. I tend to believe that most women don't lust men in the same way that men lust women. However, you have a lot of people, and there's no hate on them, but a lot of dating coaches, and their job is to get men to want to go out to women to tell them that they want it more or they want it just as much or they desire this. And me, I have never met a woman in my life who ever just wanted something just physical. It always tend to, there's nothing wrong with it. They always tend to want something that's meaningful. With so of course you got people that are in the sex industry. They sell it. So, but even then, I still don't think most of them, they don't love it. It's how they get that money. That's what I believe. So I always go to who taught people how to be in a relationship. Who taught you how to be in a relationship? Who taught you how to be a husband or a wife or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever? That's what I want to know. I want people to tell me what they think. I wish I could get people to engage. I want you to engage. I want you to engage like Jean-Luc Picard tells the people that pilot the Enterprise D. Engage. Number one, engage. I want you to. I want engagement. I want you to engage with me. That's what women want. Women want you. I want you to engage me. I want to be engaged. Like, okay, I'm sorry. I don't mind. For now, I'll use names. Like, I'm sometimes I watch Kevin Samuels, and I find it to be hilarious because every woman is on there. Yeah, I've been engaged, but you didn't marry. And I'm like, well, why did the man not marry you, or why did you not marry the man? And do you think that you've really been taught to be a great spouse, or the term they use, a partner? I'm going to be a partner. We're going to be a partner. We're going to be a great couple. We're going to couple together. We're going to be like chain link fence. We're going to be like armor. We're a couple. And I say this, I don't think most people are taught to couple. You're not taught to be that loving person. Like people, this is Donna just being real, talked about the love languages, and I understand it. I do, but like I like physical touch. Like no matter what you say to me, if you don't hug and kiss me, then I'm never going to believe that you. No matter how much you say, I love you, Charles. I love you. I love you, Charles. You text me, I love you. I love you. I text Charles. I was thinking about you today. I just miss you. I love you. Oh, Charles. But when I see you, I don't get no hugs and kisses. You're like, let's go to this museum and look at the art. I love you, Charles. Let's go out to eat. Let's go to the restaurant and eat that great food. I love you, Charles. Oh, I love you, Charles. You're just so great. Hey, let's go take a trip to the Grand Canyon and let's take pictures because I love you, Charles. But the whole time you're not touching me. I'm not gonna believe you. Oh, we gotta go. I only get turned on when we go to somewhere romantic. We have to go to Hawaii. The bedroom looked the same. The bedroom looked the same in Long Beach I could do in Hawaii. So I don't understand that. So I want to understand people's thoughts on a relationship. What is the timeline? I'm 48. I've never been married. Nobody ever taught me what time well, Charles, you should have had kids at 25. Well, at 25, I couldn't afford kids. I don't think I can afford kids now. Charles, but you're making, dude, when was the last time you made under such and such and such and such, dude? Nobody's making. Still, I want to live a great life. I want to be able to do this. And I don't want to worry. I don't want to worry, but you didn't text me today. What did people do before they had cell phones? Before you had cell phones, how are you connecting? Or I want to know where you're at every moment. Where are you going, Charles? What are you doing, Charles? You didn't text me. I called you 40 times. You didn't call me back. How about this? This is the funniest one. That's what I find funny. So we're talking, you, lady and I, we're talking, whatever situation you're in, because some of you guys don't talk to the ladies, you talk to the men, you're part of the ABCDFB, and you guys, but still, you guys can all relate, because everybody can relate to what I'm saying. Everybody can relate. Maybe you're having a relationship with your dog, and you're like, your dog is like, bark, 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 bark. And then you're like, I don't want to talk right now, because you got a smart dog. Your smart dog got a smartphone, and you're texting your dog and stuff. You could, when it was barking at you, you didn't want to talk, but then you texting the dog. I don't like it when you bark at me like that. The dog's like, if you can understand dog, you like the dog would be like, well, I'm a dog. I bark. But you can't be barking. You can't be barking at me, dog, because I love you. But I know it sounds silly, but that's how relationships are to me. What I see, people don't understand each other. You don't, and then you're mad because people don't think like you or me. Listen, I want you to close your eyes and lay face down in the bed. No, you didn't take me to eat today. I'm not turned on by you. I'm just being silly, but that's what I think. I think most people are not taught about relationships, and most people don't even know how relationships should be. They don't know how they should look, and people set these parameters or these rules that they know they're not going to follow. It's it's like you want people to lie to you. You know, you want them to lie to you. That's what I believe. And what do you really think? What do other people think outside of me? I want to know what other people think. What is a relationship? Should your wife be your best friend? I'm just curious. Okay. I don't know too many women that really, really like anime like I do. You don't want to play video games. You don't sit and say, I want to play No Man's Sky. You don't even care. You don't care about the Nvidia Shield, but you still enjoy me. You still find me to be attractive. We can have a great relationship. But if we can't communicate, if it's a lot of shutting down, how can a relationship be great? And I'm like, I wonder who taught people to be, who taught you to scream at your significant other if that person is of significance to you? Who taught you to do that? Who taught you to who taught you to not try to understand where someone else is coming from? That's what I always want to know. I make a lot of jokes, but I think that's the problem. A lot of people really they don't really understand that, like, if you haven't seen an actual functional relationship, maybe you don't know how to be in one. And I think that your expectations of how a relationship should be doesn't fit your reality. I think that's the problem. I think a lot of people don't understand that a relationship should be peaceful. It should be happiness. It should be zen. We should be tra la 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 la. Come and hold my hand. Let's skip and hop. That's what it should be. But a lot of people have so much other things because they're looking at other people. Well, this person, listen, my girlfriend got married at 30. We need to be married now. We need to be married right now. We need to be married. Come give me this ring, boy. I'm like, but you're not doing. Listen, I just find. I looked at my mother and my father, right? I looked at them. But my mother didn't teach me about relationships. My father didn't teach me about relationships. So what society says may not be the way I see relationships, but this is the way you see a relationship. But the way you see a relationship is not the way I see a relationship. Who's right? Who's wrong? And a lot of people would like to say we just figure it out. But if it's not peaceful, is it good? So I'm always curious to what. See, that's the problem. I can't ever get one person to just come and chit chat with me. I wish you would. This was, I find it to be hilarious. And so when I say these things, it's just that, like, I don't know what the answers are. I'm always searching for the answers. I want to be happy. I don't want people to ever tell me what to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I don't care what you do. As long as you treat me well, it's never a problem. So if I was married, my wife was like, yo, I'm about to go do something. Okay, these are examples. She could say, I'm about to do this. Then she started changing my mind, I'm going to do that. I'd be like, oh, cool, just have fun. Where a lot of people, it's a control. They want to control somebody. They want to control other people. So it becomes like, really? Like, so it needs, like, I want to have fun. I'm a man. I come from a man's perspective. Every man doesn't think like me, just like every woman doesn't think like every other woman. So sometimes when I see people, when I see how they act or how they function, I'm always thinking, who taught them how to be in a relationship? And do they think that do you really think that you're right? You may feel a certain way, but I've said this to a lot of people. Your mind is your biggest enemy. Your assumptions, how you think things should be, how whatever needs you're not communicating are not getting met. You know, like that's where I think that the biggest issue is that so many people really don't communicate in the way that they should communicate, and we all communicate differently. Like me, you could talk to me about anything. I'm never going to shut down on you. And I'm really won't even yell at you. I get passionate. Like, you see, I can get passionate. I'm like, well, do you know you just said that? That doesn't make sense. And then a woman, come on, I don't talk anymore. But stop talking to me. I'm good. I'm not. When I respect people, so if somebody tells me to stop talking to me, I get it. I totally understand it. I totally get it. I don't even trip. But so many people are disingenuous about their motivations. You know, they're disingenuous with it. You know, my belief. This is what I believe. I don't know what you believe. This is what I believe. You cannot control anyone else. People are going to do what they want to do. People are going to do what they want to do, and you have to let them. You can't, I'm not trying to change your mind. Like be it man or woman. If somebody tells me, I want to lose weight, I'm gonna say, okay, do it. That's it. I'm never gonna tell them, like, I'm never gonna not love them or appreciate them regardless, because they have to figure out what's important to them. So many other people try to force people to do what they don't want to do. I don't care what you do as long as you don't bring me pain. I'm asking these questions, but I'm always curious. What do other people think? What does a relationship look like to you? Is it big? Is it small? Is it one-on-one? Is it polyamory? Is it polygamous? Is it monogamous? Is it hetero? Is it homo? I don't know. I'm asking you, like, how do you define it? You know, so a lot of people don't even understand what commitment is. They don't. Commitment has nothing to do with commitment is somebody who's down with you. That's all it is. So a lot of people confuse what they want and they don't express it. And then you expect people who don't want what you want to accept what you want when they don't want that, even if they tell you honestly. So it's a lot of people don't even understand nature. They don't understand. Like I've always I use certain analogies to hopefully make sense. I don't, you know, you eat, but somebody has to teach you what to eat. So if somebody's not taught to eat what you eat, when you see them eat, you think, ew, that's gross. How can they eat that? But that's what they've been taught. So I always try to establish with people that right and wrong is subjective. And when you say, you know that's wrong, no, it's wrong to you. It may be right to me. Right now, I'm not worried about how you feel, because your feelings, even though they matter to you, my feelings matter to me, but what I want may not be what you want. You get what I'm saying? So whose feeling is more right? The way that you feel or the way that I feel? I want to go right. You want to go left. Who's more right? You know, even though I think the person want to go right should be more right because they're going right and you're going left. But still, you are right to make that choice to go the way you want to go. And I think, like, really what I want to see is, I even when I make these type of streams, I really just want to have discussions and dialogue with people I don't know who may want to tell me what they think about whatever I'm saying. That's what I want to know from somebody else's perspective. Like me, I don't ever, like, okay, I judge everyone, but I don't hold my judgment against you. I don't look at somebody and think they're good or they're bad or that. I'm usually trying to wonder why. Why did they do that? I mean, did they feel good doing it? Like, I'm a man. I can tell you stuff. This is what I believe. Even though women listen to men, most women do not try to understand men like men try to understand women. Most women think they know men, but they don't. And I don't think most women care today. Most women, in my opinion, I'm biased. I'm telling you, Charles, you're wrong. Most women want men to conform to what they want when that is not what the men want. Like, I may want to sit, have a deep conversation like I'm having now, and whoever's listening to me on the YouTube, and sip on some whiskey. A woman may not want to sip on some whiskey. It's nothing wrong that she doesn't want to sip on some whiskey, but it's not a problem because I want to sip on some whiskey and have fun with it. It's nothing wrong that I want to have. I got a page, Fun with Whiskey. Check it out. But it should be nothing wrong with me wanting to sip some whiskey and talk. Like, if everybody should have somebody that they can talk to, and regardless of who it is. So if I have an issue with a woman, I should be another woman that I could talk to, or somebody that, you know, that you want to talk, and it don't even have to be about a person. You could just be like, man, do women ever do this to you? Like it's just funny. Like, I always try to make things that are silly, like how to me, and I'm biased, how some of the fights or arguments that people have, they're so stupid. So it's like a woman that, let's say she comes to my house, and then she's like, you didn't let your toilet seat down. First, it's my house, is my toilet seat. So you arguing me about my toilet seat. Oh, cool. So you know what? Cool. I'll let it down for now on. That should be the end of it. But it seems like, well, you should have done it down in the first place. I can't stand you. Why you don't let it down? I just said, okay, I'll let it down. You don't listen to me. I just said I heard you. What else can I do? So if I go hug her, she might try to hit me. I don't want to be hugged right now. How do you navigate that? I'm coming from a man. You came to me about a problem, about something I'm doing in my spot that I want to do, and instead of saying it's my spot, I'm gonna do it, I said, okay. Then it's a fight. Oh, you shouldn't have said okay. And I see a lot of people. Hey, what's up, Sheed? Yeah, my question for most people, and who teaches people how to be in a relationship? Is it more the environment? Is it their parents? Is it the TV? And I think that most people are not taught how to be in a relationship. Like what I'll do, like I will drop the link. I'll drop the link. And if anybody wants to have a dialogue about it, about what they think, about how they feel, or how they analyze it, I want to know, because I'm no expert. And I know, you're married. You could discuss it. A lot of people, I don't know. I have an idea how relationships should be for me. And I'm a free willy in a way, because I'm not trying to tell anybody what they should do. All I care about is somebody's going to hug and kiss me. That's all I care about, and not bring me drama. That's my whole thought on relationships. And I don't think most people are really taught how to be in a relationship. I think a lot of people want to have relationships, but they don't do things that are conducive or going to help them get to the point that they want. So I think most people are not taught. Most parents don't teach their kids. They don't teach them when they should get married. They don't teach them how they should act as a Russian. What's up, Russian bot? What's going on with you? Hope you're doing good, Russian bot. Yeah. So I don't think that most people in general are taught how to even navigate the relationship sphere. And a lot of people, they come to YouTube searching for answers, be it men and women. That's why even when I brought the whole the Kevin Samuels things, you have a lot of women who, okay, I'm gonna pursue my career. I'm gonna become this boss chick, and then I'm gonna find that power guy that wants to connect with me. So they go trying to figure out what they need to do to get this guy. And then a lot of men don't want relationships, I believe, not all, how most women want relationships. Men are usually not lonely for companionship. I'm not saying that. Maybe they want physical intimacy. And I love the company of women. I enjoy talking to women. I like to have conversations with women. I love the way the women look, I love the way they feel. I like that. However, I'm not looking for my significant other. I'm not looking for my girlfriend to be my boyfriend, and I'm not looking for that. But it seems, in my opinion, a lot of women want their boyfriend / husband to be their girlfriend, and I don't think that's not what I want at all. So I would say that I want to be able to talk about anything and people not take it personal. But a lot of people, I think they really lack emotional control. You don't have the control to be in the situation that you want to be, and because you have no emotional control, it's kind of hard for you to even have certain dialogues, because it's really hard for you to relate to someone else. So anyway, for me, even having these conversations, this is easy. I'm not an expert. Like everybody else is just 5 things you should avoid from those women. Well, I could tell you 5 things, but it may be different. Coming out, Lou, what's going on, brother? Man, I'm just trying to have a conversation, just get somebody to want to talk to me, to tell me who taught you how to be in a relationship. I will say I saw my parents. I think I have a general understanding, but to some women, they may think I may suck because I'm not that traditional. Buy you, not that I don't have, I can buy flowers, but to me, I'd rather buy you stuff that you need or do something that is good for you. Like if probably, man, I'm a type of person that if I had enough money, a woman would never have to work. That's really how I think. I wish you didn't have to work, but I'm never telling you that you can't work. If you want to work, it's great. I really want a woman that's down with me. I want her to do what I need her to do for me. And if I tell her to do something, that's what I want her to do. So if a woman wants me to do something, I don't have a problem with a woman telling me what she wants to do. I just don't want any drama, and I don't like micromanagement. I'm the CEO. I'm the CEO. That's how I feel. And I don't mind advice. If you're driving a car, I'm not going to run you. I might tell you where you need to go. But then again, we all have our own level of confidence. And I'm not here to smash it. I'm not here to smash your confidence. I'm not. I want you to do what you want to do. But I'm still going to ask the question for anybody who wants to answer it. Who taught you? Who was your paradigm? What relationship are you following? If you're like they talk about single mothers. So if you come from a mother who you've never seen really be loving to a man, are you able to really be loving to a man? If you grew up in a household where your parents didn't kiss and hug, and you weren't taught to I don't know, use that blasphemous word, to be submissive, it's hard for you. Is it hard for women? Is it hard for you to be submissive? And even if you, because a lot of people don't like submission. Well, it's from. Were you taught to follow specific gender roles? Will you let your man do what he needs to do, and will you acquiesce to him? A lot of people don't. They like. I believe both men and women. A lot of people lack the ability to communicate effectively what they desire without being angry and express it. So for me, I like. A lot of people say that men should lead with the affection, but I think women should lead. It should be the woman that wants to hug me. It should be the woman who wants to come into me and kiss me and just be around me. And if you don't want to do that, let me know. So a lot of people will say they don't want to do it, but see, society is changing. A lot of men, I'll say this, are I believe this, that's what I believe, are scared of marriage because they see so many marriages not working and so many women that don't want to do what a man would require for it to be for a man peaceful. Because I don't mind if a woman does what I want her to do for me. I don't mind working 16, 18 hours a day and her using up all my money for her to be happy. But she has to do little things. And if she brings me drama, I'm gonna be like, well, how am I dealing with you? It should, to me, I see a woman as a muse. She should be helping you reach the goals and supporting you and say, this is what I think about this. And it shouldn't be like, I'm not saying to forgo yourself. That's not what I'm saying. But you should not be the primary focus. And maybe I hope I'm a woman's primary focus, but she may have other things she's focused on in life. Maybe over there is where she wants to be, but I want her to be here. So I'll tell anyone, I want you to want to see me. I want you to want to see me. It shouldn't be a headache, because I'm not going to bring you drama. Maybe I know I'm not for everyone because I like to converse. I don't know if I'm a master of conversation, but I like great conversation. I like people who can talk to me and tell me what's going on. So I'm always going to ask people, who taught you how to be in a relationship? I think most people are not taught. Most people are trying to figure it out in a dynamic. And most people are not really in it for the long run. So like for me, I'm not with drama. I don't like headaches. I don't like dumb arguments. I don't, you don't ever have to send me a page of text. Just call me and talk to me. Hey, do that. It's simple. And say, I'm gonna call you this time. Let's talk. Write it out, then talk. But I'm not into the back and forth with text. I'm not with that. We can talk. It's simple. If you don't want to do it, it's cool. If you don't want to follow my program, you don't have to. Do you be happy? Because I'm gonna be happy regardless. Every day I wake up is great for me because this is it. All I have is today. I don't know where tomorrow's gonna take me. I'm not like most people. Nobody told me the purpose of life. And I know some people grew up in the church. Maybe you're following scripture, or your parents said you're going to go to college at this age, and then you're going to have a wife at this age. I wasn't taught these things, so I always want to know from other people, who taught you? Who taught you? Who taught you how to be in a relationship? And it's just, man, I'm 48 and I'm still learning. I still think that most people really don't know how to be in a relationship. They want one. Of course, I think men and women supposed to be together. I do. However, I listen to a lot of people and they'll talk about all these Black women, all these women in Western society, all this and that. And I think there's some women that's going to be down with your program. And it can't be everything. But my thing is, does she bring you peace? And I always think a woman should bring a man peace. You should be my joy. You should be easygoing. You shouldn't be stressful. I just want it to be easy. And I'm going to make it easy. Like I'm telling you, I am not possessive. I'm not a totalitarian. I'm a subtle dictator because I will tell you what to do. But I'm not trying to run you. I want you to live your best life. And a lot of people say they want freedom, but do you really want freedom, or do you want to control the people? If I want to go rock around the block, you don't want to walk around the block, it's okay. You don't have to walk around the block. But don't be mad when I don't want to walk around the block with you. I'm cool with that. To each their own. It doesn't have, we don't, a man and a woman, or let me make jokes, and whatever other situation, relationship you want to see, a man and a dog, a man, whatever else you want to do. It doesn't, you don't have to be Siamese. You don't have to be Siamese twins. You don't have to be cold joined at the hip. You don't have to. Listen. You have to figure it out. I think the problem with most people is they lack the ability to communicate. You don't know how to communicate effectively and express to people what you really want. I think that's the problem. And then it's hard for people to accept that sometimes people don't want what you want. Sometimes you got to learn to cut your losses. Hey, it's not working for you. This is not working. This is what I want. You don't want to do this. Listen, depends what you want. Like a lot of people, they learn too late. Well, I want children. I want this. But for a man, it's a little different. For women, I feel sad for you because if you would have really communicated what you wanted, then a lot of things would happen. And a lot of women will say, "A man lead them on," but no, they're not. Because most men will. If you ask a man to tell you the truth, most men will tell you the truth. I don't think most women will tell you the truth. I think um, women want. I want a woman to check me. I think a lot of women want relationships to be meaningful. I do. I think so. I think that a lot of them, this is my belief, I'm biased. That's why I was one of women to come to Charles, you're wrong. I think a lot of women don't care about men in the same way that men care about women. And you've been taught that a man should worship you more than you should worship a man. I think it should be equally the same. Like I can find you be extremely attractive, but I want you to want to really kiss me. But a lot of people, you can't, you don't know how to be free. You worry about so many things. You worried about fitting in. You worried about how you look. You, instead of just being happy with that man, forget how you look. And a lot of people, maybe I'm wrong for this because I talk to a lot of people. Maybe a lot of people really need therapy because they don't know how to be at peace in their own mind. If they avoid it, like it's something, there's nothing wrong with getting help. If you can't control your emotions, there's nothing wrong with trying to figure out how to be a good woman to a man or a man to a woman if that's what you want. Because I think that there are a lot of people who don't want relationships, and I'm not knocking them for that. Like I always say I want to be free, but it doesn't mean I don't want to be in a relationship. I just don't want people to tell me what to do. And once you tell me what to do, it's a problem because I'm not. Especially if there's no children involved, I'm not telling you nothing. Just be safe. Don't hurt yourself. Let me know what you need from me, and that's it. I'm simple. I'm so liberal outside of me. I'm conservative in my world, how I should be when you function with me. But outside of me, you can do whatever you want to do. So I'm gonna ask the question again because I can. This is what I don't ever know who is receptive to what I'm saying. I don't ever know what brings people in or out. I don't know. I don't know if it's showing my face. I don't know if it's not. And so I'm always just going to say what I'm thinking. For me, probably in a little bit, I'm going to go and sip on some whiskey and talk about some great thing I want to drink. I got Stellum Rye coming. I want to try it. And what 4 Roses small batch because once I drink that, I'll know how to be in a relationship better. I'm joking. I think that's the situation. That's the issue. A lot of people really don't know how to be in a relationship, and most people are not taught. And most people will not even won't even. It's like, are you even willing to have a dialogue about how you think relationships should be, and it not be contentious, and it not be what do you call it? It not be let's fight. That's just what I want to know. I want to know. See, if my conversations always flow better when I have one person in the chat say, "Well, Charles, what do you think about this?" But I never. That's hard. Sometimes I guess it's the time, the right time or right place. I don't know. I never know. Is it what time? See, I have such a busy schedule. I got to squeeze it in when I squeeze it in. So I was thinking about this earlier, but I was tired, so I had to get some Z's. But now I'm up, so I don't mind having these dialogues. And I will hop on other people's panels, but a lot of time other people really don't let you speak, and it becomes too much of disagreeing, too much disrespect, too much cursing. I'm not with all that. That's not me. I'm not with none of that. What I'm with is trying to hear other people, trying to get their perspective. I am not more wise than you. I don't know more than you. I just want to know how you feel about things. And that's why most of my things are they're more questions than anything else. They're more they're more I'm trying to get somebody else's perspective. That's really what I'm about. I'm really about understanding where you're coming from, how you feel about things, and how do I improve as a human being. That's really what I'm about. So when I talk about relationships, I don't think most people are taught how to be in a relationship. I think that's the problem with most men and women is that people are disingenuous and they're not honest about what they want. Like me, Carmelita, I agree, shouldn't be contentious. Why fight? That only leads to a garbage relationship. I see. I don't know. I'm not a woman, and I haven't dated many men. So I haven't dated any men. So I would want to know from a woman, who like it's to me, this is me, and I'm just being, hey, what's up, Russian bot young Shomo, whatever your name is. For me, it's I've 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 never brought a woman drama ever. I never, in my opinion, she may not like what I'm doing, but I don't bring her drama. I'm never going to check through a woman's phone. I'm not going to ever worry about what she's doing. I'm not ever going to tell her what she can't do. I'm not going to tell her what she can't wear. I'll tell her what I don't like. Like I said, a woman's beautiful, and I don't like makeup. But if she wants to wear makeup, by all means, it's on you. I just don't have to like it. But some women really need it, and some women look really beautiful with it. So I'm never going to tell a woman who looks beautiful with makeup not to wear it. If you want to wear nail polish, wear nail polish. Listen, if you want to wear pants or a skirt, that's your choice. All I care about are you going to hug me? Are you going to rub my back? Do you want to cuddle with me? If a woman doesn't want to cuddle with me, then most likely she's not for me, because I like to connect with you. If a woman tells me not right now, then most likely she's not for me, because I like to touch it. I want to touch you. If you don't like to be touched like this, then it's not working. If you don't like kissing like I like kissing, that's the problem. A lot of women, they want a relationship so bad, but the person, like I don't like, people say settle. I got to think about that, settling. When people say settle, do you like? I may love the way you look, but I don't like all this other stuff. Should I deal with you? Like, I'm not going to settle for that. So I don't really believe in that settling. I think that sometimes people need to figure out what they really want and go towards that goal. And you need to, like, what is the perfect relationship anyway? There's not one. Some people want to be monogamous. Some people want to be polyamorous. Some people want to be religious. Some people want to be atheistic. Some people want to be Gnostic, or whatever it is. Who can tell somebody how they should think or how they should be? You just need to find people who come from your same walk that wants to go the way that you want to go. Like, for me, I enjoy YouTube. I wouldn't, like, truthfully, I want to have fun on YouTube. I don't ever want to see this as a job, but a lot of people see it as a job. I don't. I just want to have conversations that I find interesting and have fun doing it. So that's it. So I suck at this because I know I have to, if I really enjoy it so much and if I can get paid, I need to just figure out a way to make it profitable. But I'm not thinking like that. I'm thinking about, what do I really want to talk about? And I understand how, like, the more I study this, the more I look at it, I could put a popular person in a topic and tie people in. If I put let's use the black manosphere. If I said I'm going to talk about Kevin Samuels or Dennis Sperling or BGS, everybody's going to tune in. And even though I may not even talk about them, I'll put some celebrity, Joe Rogan or Whoopi Goldberg, people want to tune in. But just having a conversation like I'm having, just to get people to dialogue with me, because that's what I like. I'm not trying to do, like, I'm not trying to do, I don't mind. Trust me, I don't really mind. I like conversations. I just don't want drama. I'm not telling people how to speak, because some people are use words that I would never use. If people listen to the way I speak, that's not saying I don't curse or I haven't used derogatory terms or words that cannot be seen as offensive, but normally, colloquially, that's not how I speak. So why would I speak like that? I don't use certain terms, but I'm not talking to somebody who comes from the Bronx or from Atlanta who speaks differently, that they need to change their language to speak for me. The dialect, the vernacular is totally different. We can talk. Like, I really like, some people don't know, I love to hear them speak. Like Black Guru, I would like to listen to him speak. He probably never listen to me speak, but I love the way my brother speaks, because it's always with respect, and he argues his point from it's usually, I've never seen him really go in at people, and even if he disagrees, it's usually with respect and love. So I can get down with that type of stuff. I want to see people talk about respect and love, like, and it's just like I'm always trying to my best to never say things that's going to hurt you, but I want you to think about things. I like men, women, young men, old men, young women, old women. I feel anybody could talk to me, any group, like any group. So I don't care if you come from Australia, Germany. I don't care if you love or hate me. We can talk as long as you talk to me civilly. And as soon as I see what I consider is disrespect, and what it is for disrespect is you yelling at me, calling me words that you think should be offensive, there's no reason for us to talk. I'm not going to retaliate with that. Words mean nothing, truthfully. And if we can't have even if somebody that totally, terms we use that are racist, white supremacists, and whatever supremacist you are, whatever term you want to use, I can always talk to you because I want to understand you. That's me. So most of my dialogues is for me to get a better understanding of people. And I don't want to cause you a headache. I want you to wake up and be happy and feel loved. That's how I come with everything. So when I have conversations, like, I have people say, Charles, sometimes you're too silly, but I'm silly. It's never that serious. I'm not, I've read, people know I'm a philosophy guy, more than most people know. So I don't I've read Carl Jung to Nietzsche to all these people, and I still don't come and beat people over the head. I've read all these books. Every time somebody mentions a book, of course, I listen to a lot of people that mention books. I try to read it, for the Four Agreements to uh to Tragedy and Hope. I read it. So I don't, you know, I'm not here to beat people with knowledge or tell them how they should be. And I think a lot of people are hilarious. You got people that don't even know how to have a relationship, telling other people how to be in a relationship. I believe people should work on themselves first, become the best person that you can be, and be happy with you. And if you can't be happy with you, don't bring your pain to other people. Don't. Figure sometimes the best way to love somebody is to separate from them and let them be free. Do that. Do that. And most people can't really do that. They want to control others. I'm not trying to control you. If I dated a woman, I don't know what she did before me. I don't like, unlike most dudes, I don't care. All I care about is how she is and how she treats me. That's why I think was it Chasing Amy was one of my favorite movies, because you see Ben Affleck and whoever the girl name was get together, and then he comes to find out her history, and he had issues with it, but you guys loved each other. Why do you even care? See, so many people care about society. Like, I care that people are happy. I care that kids are raised in a loving home, however it is. I care that you don't feel left out. That's what I care about. I care that you have an opportunity in life to achieve and become the best person that you can be. That's what I care about. But a lot of other things are irrelevant. I think that you got to work with people. You got to meet them where they are, and you should learn to be it. See, this is what I say. This is me being biased. A lot of women have been given the openness to lack emotional control, to go off on people, and you shouldn't do that. Like, every time I talk to every man or woman, I always know that this can go left. So I'm always trying to be respectful all the time, and I'm never going to really yell at you. I want to hear you out. I'm trying my best not to cut you off, even though we all get irritated. If you want to finish, if you say let me finish, I will shut up to let you finish, because I want you to. I really truly believe in treating people the way I want to be treated, and I would like other people to be like that. It just seems that most people don't function like that. So you have people on some totally left stuff that is not really improving their lives, and that's the problem. Is because most people don't know how to be. Listen. Okay, it's been a thing going on in these spaces I've been listening to. I talk about it a little bit, but war on the thug Pookie Ray Ray, whatever. And I'm like, I don't hate people that's okay. You're born. You don't got it. Your parents is on dope. They put you in the system. Nobody helps you. You only gonna get it one way. You become a thug, but it's through no choice of your own. If somebody gave you an opportunity, if nobody comes out the womb wanting to be mean or evil. I mean, there are some, but in general, most babies come out wanting to be loved. People come out wanting to connect. People, I'm not saying people don't do mean things, but if I knew that if it was in fear or if it was gonna hurt me, would I be mean? If I had all the money I want, would I mind giving somebody else money? So that's the problem. So many people really don't want to help other people. They don't have that love of humanity. They look down on people, and they don't understand how much programming shapes your reality. I've seen some of the most what you would consider thugged out type of person be the first person to help you, to offer you some food, to share something with you, to look at you with love. So I don't have no distinction when it comes to classes, especially when it comes to Black men. I look at everybody as my brother, but it doesn't matter what group you come from. As long as you show me love, I will show you love. Because listen, if some little dude from an indigenous person from Alaska comes around me and he's hungry, or she's hungry, I'm going to feed them, because I don't ever want them to feel left out. Some of my closest friends don't come from my group, and they're fantastic people that would get you a job, that would get you an opportunity, and they will invite you to their house and hug you like a cousin. So a lot of things that I see from other people, it's like you come from a place of hate and fear. And sometimes you got to learn to let people go. Sometimes you got to learn to love somebody from afar. There are people you've never met, but you love them. I see girls passing out. Oh, I just love him so much. Some singer or actor or something. Well, this is not really love, but it is. Why is it not? Listen, if I love a tree, but it's different. It's not different. People, love is just the intense like of something, thing, object. It's all it is, and I care for it. If Michael Jordan, even though he's a billionaire, I don't hear it was like, I just need some help. We love you, Mike. Let me donate to you. You got Kwame Brown coming on here. Everybody, I mean, it's no hate at all, but people love him and will donate to him. And so it's like when people talk about love or relationships, I'm confused because a lot of people have this certain bias of what they think it should be and how it should be. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't even like me. I think I speak well. It's probably a lot of people that don't think I speak as well as I speak. Some people that would never resonate with me because I don't speak in the way they want me to speak, but it doesn't make me less of a person. It doesn't make me um not a good person. Maybe I'm not a good person. Maybe Charles, Charles, you got 20 girlfriends. I'm not joking. I don't have 20 girlfriends. But if you somebody, you're just a horrible dude. Like I was watching, was it was what show was it? Was it Judge Mathis or Judge Mathis or a Paternity Court or one of those shows? And it was, oh yeah, it was a dude. Okay, it was a paternity court, and this dude had all these kids, right? He started to love the women. I connected, and uh all the kids were calling him a deadbeat, but he was like, I didn't trust none of your mamas, And I tried to get DNA tests, but I paid child support, and they was mad at him. But I get it from the child's perspective, but then I got it from the guy's perspective. His perspective was, nobody had taught him how to be in a relationship. He loved women. He connected. He thought he was having practicing sex or whatever, or maybe he wasn't. But when he found out there was kids, he paid his what society says he should pay. What's coming to lose exactly? Where are you coming from? A place of love, kindness, or prosperity, or a place of hate, anger, or loss? Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that. Like when you try to control other people, a lot of times it's from fear. And sometimes you got to learn to let go. Like I've had children. Of course, I want to protect them. I want to protect everyone. I do. But I'm not trying to tell people what they can't do or what they shouldn't do. Hey, what's up? Yuxo, we, another Russian person. Hope you're doing great. Man, I'm going to. I just wish people just thought so much like, okay, I know I can't change people. I know I can't change you. I know I can't defeat you. I know I can't make you think differently than how you want to think. Be you. What I want is for people to be more honest, more understanding, more loving, more kind, and try to just get people. And if you want a relationship, then make sure you have a discussion and accept that sometimes people don't think the way you think. A lot of people don't think the way they think. I want to grab her by the butt. That's what I want to do. I'm a butt grab. I love the booty. I do. I can't help it. I love the way it feels in my hand. So, so if a woman don't like her butt grab, I'm the wrong dude for you. Yeah, I'm just always curious as who taught. Like, truthfully, I told this one. I could have went to the left. I could have, but a friend was like, "Hey, I like listening to you, but sometimes you get so silly." So I turned down my silliness a little bit, just a little bit, not much, but a little bit, just so you can get a better understanding that I think most people are not taught how to be in a relationship. A lot of people haven't really seen a good loving relationship, and a lot of people don't see love the same way. I think about that. For me, you can tell me you love me all day, but if you're not giving me a million kisses, I'm not going to believe you. But if you just kiss me all the time and hug me all the time, and you never told me that you love me, I will believe you because I'm that type of person. I am a physical guy. Rub my back, touch me when you pass. I don't know this chick. That's how I function. I don't know how you function. That's how I function. So if a woman tells me she misses me, but she never wants to come see me, or if I come see her and it's always anger, it's like she wants something totally different than me. It's not working because she doesn't see it. She doesn't see it my way. And I get it. We don't all see it the same way. Sometimes you want to see it left, sometimes you want to see it right, sometimes you want to see it up, sometimes you want to see it down, sometimes you want to see it all around. Do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. But I don't want a hokey pokey in a relationship. I want a hokey pokey. I want a pokey pokey, but I don't want I don't want to be lost in it. I want to connect with you. I want to connect with you on a spiritual mental level. That's where I want to connect with you where you know where I'm coming from. And you know where I'm coming from, and we can connect like Voltron and take all the beasts, the wildebeests. Man, I'm sorry, people. I didn't mean to go left. Oh, got another one. Oh, I wish I really understood the Russian bots. I don't understand it. I don't. I'll tell people this. I'm willing to have a conversation with anyone about anything because I'm really great at conversation. It's not a problem for me. Even I could do this every day. I don't mind having panels. I just wish that people would stop the if you, shut up, yeah, yeah. I'm not saying that people can't curse. If you want to curse, I'll curse. I can say B-E-G. I can say it. I can say she. I can say it. I can say those things. I can say it. But you can get the same message across without having to disrespect people. You know, if I'm a big keen of not saying any derogatory term that will not give you the best life. I don't know who the most respectful person is. I don't know who is doing the best thing. I think that all I want in my life is peace. I don't want drama. I don't want to cause you pain. I want you to be happy. I want you to feel great. I want you to smile. I want you to do what you love to do. And if I can do it with you, I will. He's ready to fight. And that's what's going on these YouTube panels. I see some that are civil. Still, like a lot of people don't really want to have honest discussions, and they think their way is the right way. And I try to listen because I like to see the men and women dynamic. Like I think the People Network does that a lot. It's a men and women dynamic, but I'm trying not to. A lot of times, there's one person who thinks they're more right. And are they really right? I think you're kind of biased in your perspective. It's like, okay, let's say a dude got married at 18. How can this dude that got married at 18 that's only been with one woman gonna tell me about how women should be when you only been with one woman? You don't even know women. You haven't even been around women like that. You've been with your wife, so you can't really tell other people. And I'm not knocking you. I'm happy if you got married at 18 and it's what you wanted a family and it works out. That's great. I hope that for everyone who wants that. I don't, like I say, nobody taught me how to be in a relationship, so I don't know if you're supposed to get married at 18 or not. Me, my nature, how I wanted all the women. So if I got married at 18, I know in my soul I wouldn't have been a good dude because I would have hurt a woman because I would have. What's going on with you, baby? I got a wife, but damn, you're fine. I'd have been like that. I'd have been that dude. And my wife would have been like, where you been? Do you really want to know? You suck, Charles. Well, listen, that's why you shouldn't have. That's why I'm not married. You want people to be what they're not. And I don't know how to not be me. I just know how to be me all the time. A woman may want this, Charles. Like I don't have children, but I think I would be a great dad. But I may never have children. But I'm not opposed to having children. But then a woman I may meet may not be able to have children. What am I supposed to do? So it's like, you don't love me. Like, so it's weird. And I can love you to death. But are you willing to work with me to help me become what I want to be? Are you going to help me? Are you going to do what I need you to do for me? No, I want to go this. I want to go paint. And you don't want to go paint. I want to go painting. So that's the problem. Most people don't know how to be in a relationship. They can't even relate to you to be in a relationship. The key word to relationship is relate. And if you cannot relate to me, if you cannot relate, how can we be in a relationship? I find so much. I mean, I'm gonna say this. I don't really say this, but if you like what I'm saying, give me a thumbs up. Tell your friends to subscribe to the Chuck Street's Good. Commodore Lou says there's always 50 cats that know better than the next 50 with opposing view. Let me share. I agree with that. I just see there are always 50 cats that know better than the next 50 with opposing views. Sometimes I want to be entertained. Engagement at that point is useless. I don't mind the entertainment. I can be silly. I can go. I don't mind hopping on panels, but it's usually somebody who always want to overtalk someone else. Like one of my favorite people to listen to is Edward. And at least what I do like with Edward is usually willing to listen to somebody. And I don't always agree with everything Edward says, but some things I do agree with. So I've over the years since I've been listening to my brother, I found that Edward Anderson has gotten better at being respectful and having a disagreement. And I wish more people could be like that. But it seems that most people want to cuss people out, and that may be entertaining. I'm just not one for that. I promise you, I will shut up to hear everything someone else has to say. I will not speak. You can speak. If I interrupt, I apologize. And I listen to certain people. I listen to people that as humans, I don't know if I really would want to associate with them. Still, they can be entertaining. I watched the Saint in the Center have an argument with a black feminist, and I'm laughing because she's a professor she's been studying this. And I'm not saying he did not argue well. Still, it's his platform. I think that sometimes let the chick speak, and then when she finished, then come back. But teach their own. Everybody got to do it the way they do it. I know sometimes you do have to interrupt. You just let me interrupt you for a second because I don't want you to lose the point. You may forget what you're saying, and I want you to counter this point right now. So I don't know. I don't know how people should be. I don't know how people should function. I don't know what's right or wrong. All I want from most people is I want peace. I do. I don't mind people that don't agree with me. I'm not telling you how you should live your life. I don't know what's best for you. I don't know where you should go. I don't know where you should eat. I got favorite places, but I don't know if your favorite place is my favorite place. So I'm not worried about if you want to go where I want to go. I'm not worried about none of that. I am not worried at all. Oh wow, I'm willing to always discuss anything with anyone and talk about anything with any person anytime because it's easy for me to run my mouth, as you can see. But my thing is it's the truth. I would say I don't care about a lot, man. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm gonna connect with on Independent Joe's channel, and we're gonna drink some whiskey. Joe said he gonna come through maybe tonight and drop off some whiskey, so it's gonna be great. It's gonna be so hyped. Joe's an awesome dude. That's what it is, man. I love YouTube because it's people really are trying to establish a community. It's really people trying to connect with people, and I want to connect with people too. I want to connect with people who I don't know what agenda people are trying to push. I just want to see all people win. I want to see black men win, especially because I'm a black man. But I don't care if Asian men win or I want everybody to get what they want. I want people to understand the world is changing, the economy is changing, and you got to figure out a way to survive. I wish I had the skills to teach everybody what they should do. I think people should read books and connect with people. I don't know who the best voice to listen to. I don't know who the wisest person is to listen to. I listen to so many different people. It's like, okay, truthfully, my two favorite people to listen to. There's more than two, but I usually don't miss if I see the Green Gorilla. I like to hear his perspective, and I really like to hear BGS. I like to listen to Ed a lot. There's other people, but they're usually a lot of information. They speak well, and I'm laughing. I'm just talking about this part of YouTube. On the whiskey side, there's a lot more people. Self-serve whiskey wars, bit of Joe. I'm listening to people. Tipsy whiskey Suzanne. I'm starting to. So it's. I just want people to have fun, enjoy life, and figure out how to become the best person they can be. And I don't have the answers for you. I'm still searching for the answers. I'm still like what I'm telling people. I'm still learning life. I haven't figured it out. I'm not nowhere near broke, but I'm nowhere near rich. And even if I somehow make it to YouTube, yeah, I want to say it'll be a good show. We got to set up a donation fund for Whiskey Wars. Yeah, we talked today. I hit him up. He said they were helping the internet be all ready tomorrow. Yeah, he's a great. Sean is a fantastic dude, man. Really, really great brother. Got love for him. I'm about to get to Kentucky and connect with him. So yeah, I just find in general. I just want to be good to humans. I just want to be good to people. I know that I have never been taught to be in a relationship, and if I ever get to that point where it was husband and wife, I don't want it to work. I do. I think that a lot of people don't really know what they want. They don't know how to get what they want, and I think it works out better if you're taught early how you should be. And we think we leave our children, we leave our adults to try to figure it out, and they're figuring it out incorrectly. A lot of people want to connect on a financial level, and that's great. But if you're not doing what it takes for it to be like, I want to spend my money on whiskey, and you want to spend your money on getting your hair done. But if you can't afford to get your hair done, and I can't afford to get a whiskey, then we got to learn to not get whiskey. But so many people think, well, I'm gonna be broke anyway, and they're not thinking rationally. If you're not making some type of investments, especially if you have a family, if you don't have some type of what do you call it, insurance to protect it, or you should get your funds. And that's what I'm going to teach a little bit. I don't do much teaching, but you don't have your will trust, your power of attorney. Like, you need to get that established. So if you pass away, whatever asset you have, don't have to go through state probate. You don't want that. You don't want your other person to worry about if their financial future. And I think that's, for me, I always think it should be, forget that, like, who was it? It was Mr. Lee. It was on the Lee People Network. I never forget that show because it was good. If it's not about family, it should be about wealth. No one should get married to lose money. It doesn't make sense. And that's what I think a lot of men, including me, fear, is that a woman will be unhappy and then wants to leave you, and then you have to have a prenuptial and a postnuptial because you don't want her taking stuff that can be detrimental to survival. No one, I believe, I don't know other people, no one wants to be in a situation where they're spending money for something they're not receiving, regardless what it is. And I work hard, I want to see the fruits of my labor. That's why so many people talk about theft of intellectual property, or somebody creates a device. Like, people want to be rewarded for what they do. That's what people want. So if I did a lot of talking, I was only going to go an hour. I want an hour of me rambling about how relationships should be. I don't know how they should be. Hopefully, one day I'll learn. Maybe if somebody has an idea of what I should talk about in the future, what do you think would be interesting? Let me know. I'm willing to have a conversation about anything with anyone, about any discussion. Just send it to me. Even this one, this was somebody else. Somebody else said, Charles, talk about this. Because all the conversations I have is usually I have a discussion and I ask, hey, do you think this is a good conversation to have? And then I'll do it. That's what I'll do. Anyway, did I go a whole hour? Did I go an hour? I did. I feel great. I only got 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! I did an hour. Anyway, I've had fun talking. I talked long enough, and I'm about to go and sip on some whiskey, film a whiskey video. Maybe I'll film one with Joe. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you for listening to me. If somebody tell me who taught you how to be in a relationship. That's what I want to know. Tell me who taught you how to be in a relationship. And check me out, Phone Whiskey. If you like it, share this, subscribe to it, thumbs up, thumbs down. You can always hit me at the Cash App. I don't post it, but it's all good. Peace out, people. Thanks, Commandant Lou. Thanks, Sheed. Thank anybody else who listened to me. There's much respect, much love to y'all. Have a great one.